What's up everybody, it's your boy Duty back again with another video, and this time we're taking a look at our boy DSP's daily rap video after his initial playthrough of Street Fighter. Oh my lord. And the Dents, well, two of the Dents, came out and supported big time. Initially it was Game Trekker who dropped about $100 on Phil on his initial playthrough, and I think he ended up making about $160. So if it wasn't for that one whale and of course 1 Minute Man, our boy Phil would have gotten no positivity. And on the night stream, he ended up getting $1,000 just from Jack Raksha alone. Oh my lord, I'm guessing he cashed out the disability check for the month and decided to pay his tithe, which of course was back due tithes because he hasn't contributed in like 9 months to Phil. So I guess he felt that to get back in Phil's good graces, he needed to drop a huge donation. And the funny thing is that money was already spent. Oh my lord, if you guys didn't get a chance, I posted a video. Our boy TJ Gamebox from Twitter reported out that Phil spent $1,148 last night, clearly showing that they work with each other. The Dents work with each other, they coordinate with Phil, and they let him know when big tips are going to come in. So I'm pretty sure that Jack Raksha reached out to Phil and said, hey, I'm going to drop you a big donation. And of course, that money burned a hole in Phil's pocket, and he wanted to make sure that he got the latest and greatest Sweaty Hogans. So let's watch this video. By the way, it was about 10 minutes long. I cut it down because it was just nonsense. The one interesting that I wanted to point out is that this man made, what did he make? He made about $1,300 yesterday playing video games. And you would think nothing would bother this guy. He would be on cloud 9. But of course not. I'm pretty sure what ended up happening was he got that money, wasted most of it, and then kind of felt crappy after the fact. You know when you do something, when you have an addiction or something and you know it's bad, but you do it anyway, and then after you do it, you feel this you feel remorse, you feel crappy that you actually fell and wasted your money and did it all over again. I think that's what ended up happening to Phil. He realized that he wasted all of this positivity on WWE champions, and now he's feeling like crap. He's feeling terrible because those sweaty JPEGs can't fill that hole in Phil's heart. So you would think he would talk about all the good things. No, he decided to focus on the trolling aspect of Street Fighter, where he was getting friend requests. And you would think that, he would just brush it off, ignore it, or even just cover it up. No, he decides to bitch, moan, and complain about it and spend nearly an hour trying to resolve it. The funny part is, and I'll get into that, this happened before. This happened on the beta, and he spent hours trying to figure it out. He figured it out, but apparently he forgot that it carried over into the full release. And I guess he forgot how to stop those friend requests.
With him, took about an hour to get online. Why? Well, because number one, we were messing around, and number two, because sadly, when you first boot Street Fighter 6, the game is 100% full of trollish bullshit. And what I mean by that is, anyone who has your online ID, which they'll know the moment you're on a stream or the moment they even play you, okay? They'll know your online ID. They can endlessly send you friend requests. There's literally no way in the game to block friend requests. It has nothing to do with Xbox or PlayStation. This is in the game itself. It's its own Capcom system. They idiotically made it so someone can spam friend requests and you can't stop it. So I was frustrated. Obviously, my first stream, this stupid bot kept popping up. What I ended up doing was hiding everyone's name. Therefore, no one would know the name of anyone doing it. And if it was anything offensive or whatever, essentially the trolling was minimized. And when you play online, it doesn't happen. It's only for offline gameplay. But me, playing with Blanca, trying to learn his basics, trying to do combos, and it's just pop up, pop up, pop up, pop up, pop up constantly. It's ridiculous. So I unplugged my Xbox from the internet to do Blanca's tutorial stuff. And then when we went online, I plugged it back in. Okay?
Okay. The man has been using, how long has he been using this Xbox Series X? He's had it for a couple years, right? And he's had other Xboxes before, so he understands the platform. The man doesn't understand how to go offline when playing on Xbox. He had to get up and disconnect the Ethernet port. God. He had to disconnect his Ethernet port from the back of his Xbox so that he can go offline. God, this guy. And of course, you know, he's lazy. I've talked about it over again. He's so lazy. He refuses to research anything. That learning how to go offline on Xbox is a simple 2-second Google search. And yet he failed to do that. He decided to get up and yank the cord off of his Ethernet. Oh my lord. And the other thing is that the pop-up was small, was minimal. I mean, you know, when he plays, he shows his little face in the box. It pretty much covered the message. So he could have just lowered it a little bit and completely hide those pop-ups, and it wouldn't have been a big deal because it wasn't making a noise or anything. It was just popping up on screen. So if he would have done that, he would have minimized it even before the problem is. And the issue here is that he had the same problem during the beta. It took him like 2 hours to figure it out, and finally someone told him, hey, you have to go to your the Capcom website, log in, and then shut it off from there. You would think he would remember to do that, but of course Phil is too late. It all goes down to laziness and just the uncurious nature of Phil. He doesn't care to learn anything, you know what I mean? And if he would have taken an hour before his stream started, booted up StreetFighter, make sure everything was good, make sure that he was ready to go, did a little bit of the tutorial, saw that pop-up was an issue, or just kind of think through what could potentially impact my stream, he could have fixed this even before the stream. But did he do that? No, he just said, I'm turning it on, I'm waking up late my normal time, and I'm just going to start streaming, and whatever happens happens. And when you have that attitude, Phil, towards your job, air quote, that's what you like to say, shit like this happens to you, and this is kind of what you deserve.
Now the good news here is that once we started playing online, by the way, my camera was off a little bit. Once we started playing online, it was pretty flawless. Although, admittedly, maybe there were 2 or 3 laggy matches because people were using wireless. Tell me why in 2023 people are still using wireless internet to play a competitive game. I mean, dunce level, right? Dunce level.
Wireless internet? What's wrong with wireless internet, Phil? Internet is very good. I have wireless internet. I don't have my PC connected or my Xbox or anything connected to my router or through an Ethernet port. I essentially use my Wi-Fi, and it works perfectly. So anyway,
intelligence. But anyway, for the most part, then I uploaded all those videos, and then I realized how to fix it. What you need to do is go to the Capcom ID website. That's right, you can't block troll stuff in the game. You have to go to the Capcom ID website, log in with your email and password, and there you can manually set everything, saying no friend requests, none of this. But then you have to wait a bit. You have to wait like 25 minutes, and then it kind of saves, and then it applies to your game. I had actually done that during the stream, and it didn't apply. But when I finished my first stream, I left the game and came back in again a second time, and then it all applied, and there was no more bullshit. I was like,
I love how he acts like he found the solution. You didn't find the solution, Phil. Your dents actually walked you through it, and it took you God knows how long to finally figure it out. So to sit here and act sanctimonious and act like you're the most intelligent, big brain person, you're not, Phil. You're fucking dunce. And just again, doing a simple Google search and maybe just doing this offline would have prevented this, but no, you're too lazy to actually do any real work, to do any upfront real work before you go live. You figure, oh well, and it goes back to your whole business model where you don't do any editing whatsoever on any of your videos. You just throw the slop up and say, hey, this is raw, and you like to call it raw gameplay. Yeah, it's raw. It's like raw meat that's been out for like 3 weeks on the counter, full of maggots and just disgusting.
so now at least I fixed it. There'll be no more trolling, thank God. But it was very frustrating that was happening. Now if you're saying, well, wait a minute, Phil, you played the beta twice, and both times you played the beta, you were in Battle Hub, and in Battle Hub there was tons of trolling in the chat there. You don't have to use Battle Hub. Battle Hub is completely optional. You don't need it at all, actually. It's just something for a social aspect to the game if you so choose to do it. Like, for example, when I play World Tour Mode and I level up my avatar, and then I'll go into Battle Hub with it, but I'm not going to do it just randomly now, especially with the potential idiots following you around and trying to troll you in that chat. There's absolutely no point. So I just kept doing ranked matches straight out of, they call it Fighting Ground, and it worked perfectly fine. It was just like any other fighting game. It was smooth, okay? So, Blanca did giant support. We had someone by the name of Jax Raxer come back. He hadn't been in my streams in 9 months. He came back and dropped a ginormous tip. Other people also were very supportive tonight with super chats and the like. It was a great overall, very positive, supportive day. And the second stream, there were no stupid friend request pop-up spam nonsense. It was fixed. So everything was great, okay? Like literally everything went really well today.
Don't forget, he spent $1,148 on WWE Champions. So that $1,000 that was gifted or donated or tithed to Phil is all gone.
Blanca gameplay, great. I got a bunch of wins. JP, great. Got a bunch of wins. Great support. People, tons of attendees. People loved it. Amazing. I don't think I could have asked for anything better. Great launch day of Street Fighter 6. And by the way, all the online matchups were great, except for just a small handful. Again, that was probably the best overall day of online gameplay of fighting games I've ever had. The connections were so good. And I'm not just kissing this game's butt. That was hands down the best online connectivity I've ever had in a fighting game for a whole day of launch day. Like, that launch day, that was nuts. That was super duper good. I'm so excited to play more because I had such a great time with it, okay? So, great streaming day, great premiere day. I'm going to upload the JP gameplay right now. What are we doing tomorrow? More.
Alrighty, folks, that's it. Again, the video was 10 minutes. I spared you guys that nonsense, but yeah, definitely go out and check the video out where we talk about Phil spending $1,148 on WWE Champions. It's quite pathetic. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.